the amazing bona fide, groundbreaking DJ, I am DJ Drake. So I am DJ Drake. You had a name change, and let's get into that before I'm just going forward before I work my way back because I got a little tongue tied trying to introduce you. What made you do the name change?
Okay, so my DJ name was just DJ Drake. My artist name, as an artist, I go by I am DJ Drake.
Okay.
And it's funny what made me change it was a couple of things. When I was picking out a name for Twitch, DJ Drake was taken. so 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 I just had to come up with I am DJ Drake, and then it made sense after after I thought about it, like, yeah, I'm gonna use that as my artist name.
Okay, I can dig it. Yeah, you don't want to use something somebody already got. That's
Right.
complicated.
Right. So it actually worked out because I had to add on to the name. It worked out.
Okay, now you have over 25 years of experience, like Fleet DJs and Violator All-Star DJ. So for people who don't know what that is, can you explain that?
So that's a collective of DJs. They have so many of them. Violator, Fleet DJs, Core DJs, the Technicians, Bump Squad. There's a whole bunch of different DJ affiliates like that. And it's just.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was
No,
gonna
no.
say, how did you get it? How did you overall break into the music scene?
DJing wise or actually making music?
Both.
So DJing wise, I've been DJing for over 25 years. Between doing terrestrial radio, 93.7, Power 104, little bit of SiriusXM when earlier in 2000 with Violet All-Star DJs. And that kind of led me to, after many years of doing that, around 2017, when I got down with Crooklyn Clan, it started me into doing remixes. And from there, I figured, I know how to do these remixes. I know how to do music. I know how to make music. Now would be the perfect time to chart a course to start putting music out. So it took me a couple of years, like 2017, 2018, I decided to do it. And in 2020, during the pandemic, I put my first single out.
Okay. And it's interesting that you said that, and I'm glad that you did because that was one of the questions, maybe one of my last questions, but sincerely one of my questions of how did you pivot during the pandemic and how were you able to get into, like I saw a lot of DJs putting on concerts online. So how did you get into a creative space? Because your music is very different.
Right. So, we started out on Facebook and Instagram. And then, that only went for so long before Facebook was kicking you off and Instagram kicking you off. Was introduced to Twitch, which is the platform that most DJs are on now. And from there, I figured this was the perfect time to put music out during the pandemic. People really couldn't move and groove like they used to, so they're forced to listen to what's going on right now, to different music, because it's right there in your face. You had nothing to do during the pandemic. So I thought this was the perfect time to get my name out as an artist and put music out. So that was the transition for me for the pandemic. It just opened up a whole nother lane for me.
So you do cultural music. You don't just stick with one genre. Why is that?
Right. So I've been doing hip hop and R&B my whole entire life. And I said, coming out with a record, I wanted to go in a whole nother direction, something that the people that do know me, they weren't expecting. No one was expecting me to come out and do soulful house music or Afro house. And I wanted to get in that lane because I see from a DJ perspective, all the major DJs that's doing big festivals and the major casinos, that's the lane that they're in. So, I said, this is the right time for me. I know how to do the music, connected with my other producer. And we decided, let's go that route. Now, and we also figured, let's start there and work our way back to the hip hop and R&B. instead of going hip hop and R&B and then trying to go over to house music. That's kind of backwards, you know.
Right. I mean, your music is I didn't know if I wanted to percolate or sing R&B.
Well, and that's what I want. I want you to be able to dance, have a good time, and sing along with it. You know, when you in the club dancing, I want you to be able to sing the song.
Facts, facts. So then you have two singles out, Africa and Going Nowhere. Tell our viewers about that.
All right, so Africa is the one that's the first single I did in 2020. Uh, it's an Afro house. It's just straight instrumental. It's an Afro house song. It did good. It did. You know, we did what we supposed to do with it, which led to coming out with the soulful house song. I said, okay, my next track, I want to add singing, and I want to go that route instead of just doing just all instruments.
You have Lamone as the singer for Going Nowhere. So how did that come about?
So Lamone is from the same state I'm from, Connecticut, and Lamone is a house artist. He does R&B. He has performed with Najee. Uh, he does a lot of big stuff. So it only made sense to go to him. I knew him from before. I know he has skill singing. I know he could take the track to where it needed to be. And he was already out there. He's already a professional vocalist. So it was easy to work with him. It was easy to pick somebody like him to do the track.
Okay. So you toured like with a slew of heavy hitter artists, opening the stage, like just doing your doggone thing. So out of all the names that you can recollect, who was your favorite performance?
Oh, that's a tough one. My favorite performance.
Now don't hurt no feelings now.
No, I'm not. I'm not. My favorite performance. As a DJ, being on stage before any major acts. Wow, my favorite one. It might have been the Chris Brown, Chris Brown and Omarion. Yeah, Chris Brown and Omarion in Connecticut. Yeah, that might have been my. No, I take that back. My favorite one was Music Soul Child. That was my favorite.
Now he bombed, like genuinely a good dude.
Yes.
But I'm disappointed in you, yo. Like you said, R&B, like you didn't even try to go the hip hop route. Pop you.
So I mean, when I did Music Soul, that was just the next level. Right. It was at a time when he just came out. His first album was out. So everybody, like when I say, 2,000, 2,500 people in the space, that was different. That was different. I mean, when I opened up for DMX, that was special. Busta Rhymes, that was all good. But yeah, I would say Music Soul Child was that was a different one.
Yeah, I mean, from his start, that had to be special.
Yeah.
So who would you say was the most inspirational that inspired you?
Ooh, Public Enemy.
You open for that's why if I could just thump you real quick, Public Enemy.
Public Enemy, yeah. Public
Why?
Enemy. Well, one, that's Public Enemy and Tribe Called Quest is my favorite hip hop. Just everything about Chuck D to me, is just special. Like everything that he says is inspirational, and that was at a time where, I was still in college at the time, and he changed my whole outlook of how I looked at life.
Right.
When they came out and the things he was saying. So the most inspiration, and then getting a chance to talk to him, and like really talk to. I remember we were at a concert in Providence, Rhode Island, and after the concert, we walked back from the venue all the way back to the hotel. It was Chuck D, Daddy O from Stetson Sonic.
Oh yeah.
A couple other people, but just he was so just a friendly, cool person. Just to be able to walk back and just chop it up and talk to him and have that build that connection. That was different. He's the most inspirational.
Aww. Now, as far as DJing goes, why is the DJ role so important for up and coming artists? Because when you think about where music has gone, from the 90s to now, with social media, DJs still have a place. So why is it important to, why is the DJ the most important person?
The DJ makes everything go. The
Mm-hmm.
DJ makes everything go. It's the DJ that's playing your song in the club. You know, it's the DJ that's spinning your song in the mix shows on the radio station. You know, I mean, yeah, your song might be in rotation, but it's the DJ that takes it in during the mix and puts that different sauce on it, that different spin on it. You
Mm,
know, it's everybody looks towards the DJ as what's the next hottest thing.
right.
So the DJ makes everything go.
I'm glad you said that. So, when you're looking for the next hottest thing, what is one of the things you're looking for, whether that's R&B or hip hop or house music to break into the industry
I'm
or
just looking for
mainstream?
yeah, I'm just looking for good music.
Hmm.
I'm looking for good music. Doesn't matter if it's house, R&B, uh, the new artists. You know, I'm just looking for good music that makes sense. You know, I'm a '90s baby, so I come from the '90s era. So you know, I want to hear good lyrics. You
Right,
know, I want to make it. I want it to make sense. You know, I just don't want to. You know the kind of lyrics that they have today. So I just wanted to make sense. So I'm looking for good music,
right.
good
And
lyrics, good song structure. You know.
right. And speaking of music today, if you could change something, what would that be?
Oh wow! If I could change something, that's a tough one right there. You know,
Is it?
yeah, because I don't know if I would change anything.
Well,
I don't,
that's good.
yeah, I don't know if I would change anything. You know, it's not that whether if I like all the music that's out or not, or agree with some of the lyrics. I think I think it's a necessary evil. You got to have both. You know,
Right.
so I don't think I would change anything.
Okay. Now, who was your mentor? Was it Public Enemy or someone else?
So my mentors have always been DJs.
Hmm.
The ones I looked up to, uh, Grandmaster D was the first one from Houdini, who literally, who literally changed my life as a DJ when I was a young kid starting to just starting to DJ. Jazzy Jeff, my favorite DJ, Cash Money, and then as far as doing parties, Kid Capri.
Kid
So
Capri.
those are the DJs that I look to as mentors, like that shaped me as a DJ as a young kid.
Okay. So then to do your own album, I know the pandemic kind of jump started it, but what else influenced that decision?
So I'm looking at like Calvin Harris, David Guetta,
Mm.
DJ Snake. I'm Afrojack. I'm looking at all of them. I'm like, man, these are DJs
Right.
killing it. Even DJ Khaled. These are DJs killing it
Hmm.
by trade, and they're making music, and that's what really stuck to me. Like I know how to make music. I
Right.
know how to do remixes, and I've done them, and people enjoyed them. Like I said, when I got put down with Crooklyn Clan, that
Hmm.
was because of remixes that I was doing.
Hmm.
So looking at Calvin Harris and DJ Snake and them and the impact that they had, I said that's the route right there. That's what I want to do. I've done everything else that I want to do. I've been in concert with big people and did big things. I want to go that route right there.
Wow. So that's amazing. If you could take someone under your wing to mentor, whether that's an artist or another DJ, who would that be?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I mean, somebody that's already out here, or
You can always use help, you know?
yeah, yeah. I mean, I got many DJs in my home state that I would take under my wing, but
Hmm.
somebody that's already out here moving and grooving, I don't, they're already doing it. So,
Right.
you- but I have DJs in my state that I would take under my wing and show them, and I already do that. So, I already hear the influence of what I do in other DJs already. So,
Okay. So what else do you do aside from the music? Is it all the music?
producing music, remixing music. What else? Outside of the DJing, I have my own nonprofit
Mm.
where we do. It's called Hope and Humanity, and we do a lot of things in the community
Hmm.
back in Connecticut. Actually, we just finished up our toy drive, and this Saturday we're giving away over 2,000 toys.
Wow.
So promoting parties, promoting concerts, we still do that. You know, that's how I started when I was in college, promoting concerts and stuff, promoting parties. So, you know, we still do that. So my entertainment thing it encompasses everything.
Right. Okay.
So it's a lot more than just being a DJ and doing music, you know?
Right. Well, you're a creator. You're
Right.
creative. So it definitely doesn't stop. You have untapped potential. So what's next for you? Speaking of potential.
I'm gonna keep making these songs. I'm working on the EP now, and I'm gonna ride that. Like I said, I've done a lot in the DJ world. Now I really want to, as an artist, I
Mhm.
just really want to take this to the next level, see how far I can take it. So
Okay.
that's what's next right there. I got a lot of things to come with that, and of course still DJing because I'm on Twitch. So, you know, a lot of people follow me on Twitch as well, so you can see me live DJing.
And doing a
So,
doggone.
yeah, and you can hear me on SiriusXM when I'm on there. You know, I've done the Heather B show on SiriusXM Fly. I've done Sway in the Morning. So continue to do things like that, but it's the music. I want to take that to the next level.
So how were you afforded the opportunity to get on Sirius XM?
Um, wow. So I got on Heather B. I got on SiriusXM. A friend of mine that used to work with me at Power 104
Mm-hmm.
is a DJ at SiriusXM, DJ Sus One, and he connected me with the program director over at SiriusXM. So, and I was already on there in 2008, 2009,
Mm-hmm.
with the Violator All Star DJs. We had a show on Hip Hop Nation. That was a weekly show. So it was all about the connections, who you know that could, you know, point you in the right direction.
Facts. What do you think about burning bridges in this industry?
Mm. So I'm a humble person, you know, and I believe in relationships,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, I don't believe in burning bridges. You know,
Mm-hmm.
whether if I like you or agree with you or not, it don't matter. I'm
Right.
going to remain friendly, you know, because you know business is business, and you never
That,
know, you know, when you're going to need somebody, or you need somebody's input, or whatever it may be. So I definitely don't believe in burning bridges. You know,
that part.
at
But you
some
could
point,
swim.
yeah, exactly. You know, but at some point, you're gonna need somebody that you might not jive with or you might not like. You know,
That's right.
so you know, you can't be in there burning bridges, or you know, and then
Right.
when that moment comes and you need that person or something that they might have a connect to, you know, it's just about building relationships.
That's right. You are correct. So, well, this wouldn't be building relationships, but it would have something to do with relationships. Now, if you could do a versus battle in a DJ mix off,
Ooh,
who would your competitor be?
if I could do a versus battle with it against a DJ, mm, mm, I think I would like it to be Jazzy Jeff.
Oh, why Jazzy Jeff?
Because to me that's my favorite DJ. Like
Okay.
when I look at Jeff, that's you know that would be my mentor. So
Mm,
you know that it would be Jazzy Jeff. It would be
man, I
Jazzy.
would totally tune in for that. Okay.
just to be on stage with him, just to see how far I can take it. I mean, you know, you know Jeff, watching Jeff pushes me. You know, so yeah, yeah, it would be Jazzy Jeff.
Okay. What is your mission statement?
Mm. To keep making good music, to keep giving the people what they want, you know,
Okay.
and to bring it to them in a diverse way. You know,
Okay. I
it's
love it.
not going to always be what you think is going to be. It's always going to be something different.
That's right.
I might mess around and do a rock song. I don't know. Put some rock music over house music. I don't know. You know,
Go from
so
percolating to cutting up. Okay.
right, right. We gonna keep giving it to them in all kinds of ways. You know,
I love it. That's just the creative in you speaking.
right.
So, where can people follow you and download your music?
So right now you can follow me. You can find me on Spotify. I'm on
Mm,
Spotify. I'm on Apple Music, iTunes, Amazon Music. So you can find my music there.
mhm.
Um, and you could, as a DJ, you can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/IAMDJDRAKE. That's Mondays. That's Sundays, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. You can find me on Twitch. On Instagram, it's IAMDJDRAKE. You can find me on TikTok at IAMDJDRAKE. All the social medias is IAMDJDRAKE.
Do you got followers on TikTok? Because I'm gonna be jealous if you got followers.
You know what? I'm still trying to figure TikTok out. I'm trying to figure it out. So I ain't got that many followers. I'm trying to rework that whole TikTok thing.
Oh, I'm right there with you. Okay, so I don't feel bad. Cool. So thank you so much. You were funny. You were fun. I enjoyed our interview. One last question. You have 2 singles out. Do we envision something else coming out within the next coming year, or tours? What do you got going on?
So within the next couple of months, I should have my 3rd single out. I'm hoping by February, I should have my 3rd single out.
Okay.
And yeah, we're working with a lot of people now, so we're gonna see what 2022 takes us to. Hopefully we're on those tours and we're on the festival stage and all those big things.
Well, we're gonna be looking for you. How about that?
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
You was my biggest mistake. I've done some soul searching. I recognize all the errors I made. I wanna be the man that you first knew. If you give me a second chance, I'll make the rest of our lives up to you, up to you.